Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Liverpool Career Mode here on FIFA 19. Right, well, this is what we're here for. Yeah, it's the big one. It is the Champions League final. We are the holders. Yes, we won it last season, so we're going into this as the holders of this fantastic trophy, up against Barcelona. And we have got obviously a huge connection with Barcelona in the fact that we sell players to them, and we're now, with my career mode, I'm actually buying players from them with like the likes of Dembele. I'm looking at maybe bringing in Verratti as well, who's at Barcelona at the moment. So yeah, that's a key regarding that aspect of it. After the game, fingers crossed we are winners, but you know we just don't know how it's going to go. I will then go through the end of season stuff, so player stats, stuff like that, where teams have finished in the leagues and who's won which trophies and stuff like that. So that's all that's in today's episode. I will also fast forward it, or advance it I should say, to season 3 to see what our transfer budget is. Before I do that though, I have already made another purchase. Yes, so I don't have to worry anymore, and I will show you who that is. Yep, here he is. Jan Oblak is going to be playing for us next season. That deal has gone through. 87.5 million was the overall transfer. Does it actually say? Doesn't say how much contract. Oh yeah, there it is. 200,000 from 120,000. So he's on 200,000 on a 4 or 5 year deal. I can't remember what the deal was. It doesn't really matter because he's going to be playing for one season with us anyway, like sort of thing. So yeah, so Jan Oblak's going to be. We're going to have Allison as well. So we've got 2 world-class goalkeepers at the club, and it just means that way we can make sure that we've got a good person in between the sticks, haven't we? Like, you know what I mean? And then I want to go in for these other 3 next season and bring these 3 in as well. No one's really said about bringing anyone else in, so you're obviously happy with the choices that I'm making. Ericsson's going to be back up to Isco. Jesus is going to be a better striker. He's 87, whereas obviously Mariano's 83, so Mariano will drop down to the 3rd choice striker. Bobby will remain number 1 striker. And then Verratti, just to have him in there, along with obviously Keita, Fabinho, and then backing that up is obviously Artur, who we've also just remembered, yeah, another Barcelona player. And also we got Kondogbia as well. I'll probably get rid of Decore, keep Oxlade-Chamberlain, I think. Why not? You know what I mean? He's a genuine Liverpool player and so. The Verratti one, I might have to go in on the release clause, as you can see, because he only just moved to Barcelona now. I don't know. He would have moved in January, so I don't know if you can, if it's 6 months, you can then go in, or it has to be a full year. So we might have to go in on his release clause for this one. But it'd be, like I say, it'll be worth it just to bring these 3 in. For that. So for the youth players and all that sort of thing, I'm afraid they're going to have a very limited sort of showing in season 3. Right, that's enough talking. Let's crack on and get this final off and won, as it were. Yeah, let's get it done. Right, so here we are. Okay, as you can see, strong side, but I've made one alteration. You're probably looking at there on the left. Yeah, I got Junior in place of Mane, because I just felt that Mane, I don't know, he's not been playing particularly well over the last few games and stuff like that. So I've given Junior's been given the nod. Mane is on the bench, so I can bring him on. Everyone else you'd expect in there, sort of thing, in that side. As for Barcelona, any shocks in there? Let me see who they got here. They got Umtiti, got Rugani that they brought in from Juventus, Sergio Aurier from Tottenham. They got Hamšík in there as well. Verratti, Suarez, Messi, Coutinho up front, Alaba. No Dembele, no Malcolm either, but they're probably on the bench, I would have thought. Trying to think who else. Vidal maybe? Has he retired? Don't know, not sure on that one. Looks like we're playing at the Schalke's, the Arena auf Schalke, which is the Schalke, obviously a FC Schalke stadium sort of thing. So that is where the final is this season. Right, let's crack on then. We've got to obviously combat that midfield of theirs, where they do all the tiki-taka stuff, but we should be all right. Let's go and win another Champions League trophy. Okay, so here we are. Champions League final day. can't hear Liverpool fans over the Barcelona ones at the moment. Seems like the Barcelona fans maybe got more tickets, I'm not sure. It's just showing our route to the final.
It's all about the nerves. Nerves can be your friend, but they can also destroy you. Keep them under control.
Okay, come on. Shame we're not in our normal red. Obviously, Barca have won the toss there to be the home. Excuse me, the home side in this. Right, well, that's enough for the music. Let's crack on. Marco Verratti there. Could be winners with Barcelona, or he could be transferring to the winners when he comes to us. Like, that's what we're hoping anyway. Suarez, obviously ex-Liverpool. Coutinho, ex-Liverpool. Let's see how this pans out, shall we? Here is Luis Suarez into Hamsik. Plays this out to Messi. And watch his trickery. Sergio Aurier now knocks this inside. Busquets. Suarez, nice challenge from Van Dijk. Vinicius now. It's time for us to get something going here. Tried to get that out to Salah, but it's a bit of a stretch. Bobby's done well there to win that back. Into Cato. Oh, this goes offside. Yeah. Just seen it there. I was like, nah. Nice idea. Caught them at the back there. It would have been one-on-one. Full challenge from Naby. Messi's there. Oh, and he's beaten Hernandez, has he? No, it's actually Van Dijk who's come across. That's not good. We need him back in the middle. Van Dijk's still out here, and that's not a good thing. I'm trying to get him back in the middle. It keeps changing to him. Come on, Alisson. That's a foul, is it? No. Fabinho now. Chance. Oof. Stings the hands of the keeper. Wow. Again, it's too straight. They're just not aiming in the corners here. Why? Right, Van Dijk, will you please stay there? So, there we go. Oh, and Titi beats into it. What is the point in corners nowadays? It really is pointless. They used to be alright, they've changed something, and now you can't win a header at all in there. Fabinho now goes here to get Salah in. Oh! It's nicely done, but unfortunately, it was more of a pass than a shot there, and Bobby just wasn't close enough. See, he's coming in here being marshalled by Titi, and he's just not going to get to it. Frustrating first half. If it wasn't for ter Stegen, we'd be leading right now. We've had the better chances. We're just not clinical enough in front of the goal, and that needs to change in the second half. It really does. I mean, they were going to win the battle in midfield. I kind of understood that. They got three midfielders sort of sat in there, whereas this goes pushed a bit further forward. But we are finding the chances. We're just, unfortunately, not finding the back of the net. As you can see, we've had the shots. They've not had any, but they've had the possession. Right, second half. Can we possibly find our shooting boots? Here's Vinicius. He's been quiet, which is not good. I brought him in to cause problems. Here's Hernandez now. Whips this in. Chance for Keita, but that was terrible. What the hell was that? Okay, Coutinho to Suarez. Here's Verratti. It's time for them to make a bit of a counter-attack. Vinicius is in a weird position. Cancelo now. He's got Salah in here. Come on, chance. Yes! I thought he turned back into trouble, but luckily he still managed to keep hold of it. And that trusty left foot of his curls it into that bottom corner. Stegen's beaten, and that's a great start to the second half, is what we needed. Just here, and he turns back, and he just got like a weird touch, you know what I mean? Like, and he went back towards like Titi, and I was like, no, what are you doing? Like, and then, but luckily, as you can see, it's Serge Aurier that's kind of blocked ter Stegen getting anywhere near that. He sort of fell on him. So luckily for us, he wasn't able to get near it. It's good to see that Mo is back to his best. I think bringing in Dembele spurred him on a bit, but I think now Dembele's more likely to be replacing Sadio Mane now. Like so, Verratti, we've got to still remain vigilant here. Come on, guys, don't let them through. That's a good challenge from Keita. Keita goes out here to find. Oh, I think he's overhit that. Has he? Vinicius. Oh no, he's kept it in. Play it back. Chance. Yes. Bobby. What a finish. I thought the hit from Keita, the long hit, was just too much on it and it was going to skid out, but Vinicius has got the pace to just keep it in. Goes to the byline, pulls it back, first time shot, outside, sort of outside the foot type shot. As you can see here, it's sort of like, oh, he just, look at that, just catches the keeper out with that outside the foot shot. Man, he's been another immense season from him, hasn't he? He's just been amazing, he really has. 9 in the Champions League he's got, 35 in the Premier League, and yeah, another superb season from him. Right, come on. I mean, we've stopped them from having any shots whatsoever in this game. Naby now gets out to Vinicius. Okay, plays it across. Bobby, can you find Keita? Oh, Keita's had a great season as well. Oh, this is just now, like I said, it's what we needed in the second half. We needed to come out. We needed to find our shooting boots. We couldn't find them in the first half, and now we're finding them much better and putting away in like corners and stuff away from ter Stegen instead of hitting him straight at him. First half, he hits that straight at him. Wow. Now we can hear the Liverpool fans. Now we hear them. There we go. How many's Naby got in the Champions League? He's got 4. You know what I mean? He's done alright in here as well. Okay, I've decided to shore things up. Going to bring Kondogbia on in place of Isco. Change the formation slightly. Going to play Kondogbia in a CDM role with like Fabinho and Keita either side of him. So I've dropped like the cam back down. Like I've moved the position just to like shore things up. And then looks like Jordan Henderson is actually coming on for Hamsik. So ex-Liverpool captain, who we sold to Barca, is now on the field. Nicely done. Whips it in. Oh, Rugani had to get that. He had to. Fabinho, nicely done. Keita. Ooh, that's another corner. We're just piling the pressure on right now. Well, Serge Aurier is going to go, and Dembele is going to come on. So the Liverpool new boy plays his last game in the Champions League final. And okay, last 2 substitutions coming on. I'm going to bring David Neres, but I'm going to play him on the left. And Arthur is going to come on. Ex-Barca is going to come on in place of Naby Keita. So, right, Varane go out here to Salah. It's Cancelo on side. Nicely done. Still Cancelo. Sees Fabinho on the edge. Sees the run here. Arthur against his old team. Oh, he's willing to celebrate as well, but he scores against his old team. He knows he's at a better club now. We have the Champions League, guys. It's the superb finish. Well, looks like this corner is going to be the final action of this year's Champions League final, guys. Ter Stegen, like I say, it could have been a hell of a lot more. Can Van Dijk maybe get something here? Yeah, he's gone for it, but it's fallen into ter Stegen's hands, and surely when he kicks this or throws it, there it is. There it is. Yes. number 7.
The winners of the Champions League.
We are there.
Back to where they belong. An absolutely brilliant night. Capped off with winning the
Holders, and now holders yet again, and we needed it really, because I wanted to make amends for this season's Super Cup, if you know what I mean, where we got absolutely trounced in it. I'm hoping that that doesn't happen again, but we got another attempt at it. There it is, great win, guys, fantastic. Didn't do all 4 this time. We missed out on the FA Cup, but we got the Carabao, we got the Premier League, and we've now got the Champions League. And the Champions League and the Premier League are the 2 ones that we really want. There it is, big VVD. Here we go. Yes. There it is. Well done, lads. Well done. And there'll be some of them. There'll be 2 of those boss. Well, we're not signed Verratti yet, so I won't say. But definitely Dembele's looking on and thinking, I'll be there in the next couple of months. Well, next month or so when he goes on pre-season tour and stuff like that, won't he? He's probably thinking he's made the right choice in signing for us. I mean, like, some of you might be thinking, why have you signed Oblak? Because Alisson's been really good. He has, but it means now I don't have to pay like a low-rated goalkeeper. I can play top-rated goalkeepers in every game, like, at the end of the day. And I know they don't get injured and stuff, so I'll have Oblak for Premier League. I'll do Premier League and Carabao Cup for Oblak, and Champions League and FA Cup for Alisson. That's, I think, fair. You know what I mean? I think that's what we'll do. So, yeah, fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Some of these players didn't start the campaign well, i.e. the guy that's on the ball right now, but he did after his injury, just before his injury and then after his injury, he was back to his best, and that's great to see. I think Kondogbia has been a good signing. I think he's done well. I think Artur's been a good signing as well. I think he's done really well coming in, so I'm happy with these players, to be honest. But there we go, guys. That is the end of the season. Let's go and check out on some stats, okay? So as you can see, one shot, that was that Dembele shot. That for a side of Barcelona's quality, they were quite happy knocking it around in the midfield, but they never managed to get through our sort of 18-yard box, because even Dembele's shot was outside the 18-yard box. So yeah, defense won us that game in a way. I know we've scored 4 goals, but it was defense being strong, so. Right, so first of all, we'll start with the Premier League table. Obviously, you guys saw this at the end of last episode and stuff, but I'll just go through it a little bit slower. We've got Liverpool, and you can pause it at any time as well, guys. So obviously, us at the top, we generally want 1 defeat. We won't talk about it. We'll move on. We've got over 100 points. That was awesome. We got over 100 goals as well. We didn't even concede more than 30, so that was pretty good in that respect. Manchester United is second, Chelsea are third. Spurs 4th, Arsenal 5th, Everton 6th, 7th is Manchester City, but I think they will be in Europe because we'll get to that in a minute. But I think they might even be in, because Arsenal might even be in the Champions League with us winning the Champions League. I'm not even entirely sure on that. I don't know if it's like the winners of the FA Cup go in, or is it 5th place in the Champions League in the Premier League. So I'm not entirely sure on. We'll have to wait and see next season. Leicester 8th, Crystal Palace 9th, Wolves in 10th, Newcastle are 11th, Brighton 12th, Stoke in 13th, Southampton 14th, Fulham 15th, West Brom are 16th, West Ham are 17th, missing just surviving by 3 points. Bournemouth are no longer in the Premier League next season, along with Cardiff and Aston Villa. So that is that. Right, we'll now move on to the FA Cup, which was won by Manchester City, beating Spurs in the final. We went out. Where did we go out? Christ, did we finish? Did we go out in the 3rd round? Couldn't have done. We did. Oh, Chelsea beat us in the 3rd round. Oh, that's terrible. I can't remember that game. Can I? Do I remember that game? Oh, I do remember that game. Yes. It's in the snow, I think, if I remember now. Yeah, that was an awful game. Right, we'll skip that. Carabao Cup was won by us. Yeah, quite easy, that one, beating Cardiff. I don't. We got Super Cup. Yeah, unfortunately, was won by Napoli, who absolutely destroyed us in that game. They were just so good. They were really good. That was just a terrible game. Obviously, Champions League would show it. We know who's won that. Us. Absolutely destroyed Barcelona. Europa League was won by Lyon, so we'll play them in the Super Cup. So I don't want to say it's going to be easier because I thought we'd beat Napoli, so we'll wait and see on that one. English teams bowed out. Where did the English teams bow out? Okay, we don't have any quarterfinals apparently. Oh, there they are. That was weird. Manchester United got beat by the winners, Lyon, and Everton went out to Roma in the quarterfinals. That was the last entry of English teams in that. Right then. I won't go through like all the teams in Europe and stuff because it's going to be exactly the same. Like PSG will win it in France, Bayern will win it in, you know what I mean? It's always the same. But I will see who is going to be coming up. Let's have a look. Watford and Burnley. So Danger Gerbil, your Watford club. Oh, look at that. Oh, 104 points. It was goal difference. And then Huddersfield with 103 missed out by. Wow. Okay, that was close, wasn't it? Yeah. So we got Watford and Burnley definitely up, and then between Huddersfield, Swansea, Forest, and Brentford in the playoffs to see who's going to come up from that. Right then, let's crack on with our players then. Where are we? Squad hub. Here it is. Okay. We'll go to goals, which we think is going to be Mr. Firmino. He got 45 goals in 43 appearances. I think he got 54 last season in 46 appearances or something like that, so just a bit shorter with regards to that, but he actually got more in the Premier League, I think, than he did last season, because he got 33 in the Premier League and this season he got 35, so he's done better there. Like Mariano, yeah, good season, 31 goals in 38 appearances. Isco coming up with quite a few, 17. I didn't realise he scored that many, to be honest. Mane with 14. As you can see, Mo Salah needs to improve massively. He didn't have the best of seasons. He got better. I'm surprised at Neres only getting 9. But we have worked on his shooting, so hopefully that will improve. But then again, he's going to find it a little bit more difficult, maybe, to get some more game time and stuff like that. Even Van Dijk got 5. Wow. All the way up to the top. It's probably going to be a goalkeeper. It is a goalkeeper. Usually is. Guerin there, he's gone up by 8. But I will probably loan him out, to be honest. Or I might. Do I keep him? No, I won't. I'll probably loan him out. One of the Alphon brothers, he's gone up by 6. Davis up by 4. Curtis Jones up by 4. Transfers, who was the biggest transfer, to be honest. Who was the biggest? There we go. Yeah, it is. So, Yano Black, we've got the most expensive at 87.5 for a keeper. We've got Tolisso going to Manchester United for 70. And another player coming to us is Artur for 64. So they're the top 3 signings of the season, and we've got 2 of them. So it just shows our intent, doesn't it? Like, sort of thing. So, yeah, there we go, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you give a nice thumbs up for the video. That'd be awesome. Tell your friends about the channel, because we're going to try and hopefully in 2019 hit 1,000 subscribers. That would be awesome if we can do that, guys. Your support has been brilliant. Oh, that's what we'll do. We'll fast forward and we'll see how much of the old Casharuni we've got. So I'll fast forward, and then obviously you'll see me in 2 seconds. Oh, looks like Manny's not happy. Is Manny part of Liverpool's future? Well, I don't know. Yeah, it depends. We'll see. But we'll fast forward. I'll be back in a bit. Right. So, yeah, not bad. Not bad. Not bad, is it? Jesus. 500 and 65-ish million to spend. I've never had that money. So yeah, pretty good with regards to transfers and stuff like that. So yeah, I think we can afford the players that we want, even if I do have to buy Verratti's, like, release clause, whatever sort of thing. So yeah, let's see what the objectives are for this season, shall we? Within 2 seasons, have at least 1 player from the youth academy signed in the first season, play at least 50% of the games, whatever, it's only a medium. Gain 176. You usually always do that anyway, especially with the signings we're going to be making. No, wow, no objectives whatsoever in the financial. So they're obviously over the moon with that's why they're giving us so much money. Domestic is critical, so they want us to win the Premier League and they want us to win the FA Cup, exactly what they wanted us from last time, and I've got to imagine it's going to win the Champions League. Yeah, so there we go. Didn't expect anything different. The youth one I'm not too fussed about, but everything else is achievable. So yeah, there we go, guys. Fantastic. Is anything here that's going to be saying anything? No, it's just, yeah, didn't think that would be anything. I think any of the players are going to be out on, I think it's the Euros or something. I think I've seen, so it's going to be not maybe have all of them for the pre-season because they're out at the Euros and stuff. But that's fine because we've got plenty of players that we can play around and with and put into the side and give them a bit of run out in the pre-season tournament. But there we go, guys. Like I say, thumbs up would be appreciated. I'll catch you next time. This is Dave from Mumongu Gaming signing off. Cheers.